हेलो दोस्तों, मैं आया हूँ एक अच्छे वीडियो के साथ। मेरे एक फ्रेंड ने मुझे मैसेज किया कि राहुल, मैं आपको मैसेज एक्चुअली पढ़ के सुनाता हूँ। राहुल, क्या करें मार्केट में, ड्रॉप पे इन्वेस्ट करते करते फंड ज़ीरो हो गए हैं, लेकिन ड्रॉप बंद नहीं हो रहा है, क्या करूँ मैं अब, राइट। और मैं थोड़ा हैरान था कि यस, मार्केट्स थोड़ा डाउन चल रहे हैं एंड ऐसी सिचुएशन में क्या किया जाए कि हमारे फंड्स अगर ख़त्म होते जा रहे हैं तो व्हाट्सएप नेक्स्ट बेस्ट ऑप्शन। सो मैं प्रोफेसर संजय बख्शी को काफ़ी फॉलो करता हूँ, तो उनका एक वीडियो मुझे मिला और जो उन्होंने CFA सोसाइटी पे में उन्होंने टॉक करी थी, लगभग 3.5 घंटे का वीडियो है जिसका लिंक मैं नीचे शेयर करूँगा। आप डेफिनेटली उसको जाके पूरे वीडियो को देखना, बट मैं उसका एक पोर्शन दिखा रहा हूँ जो इस कंटेंट, इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक के साथ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ना। So my friends, here it is.
Say what happens when you are invested, you're fully invested, you don't have cash, and there's a stock market crash, and everything is down, all your stocks are down. Some are down less, some are down more. Something that you don't own is also down. And the reason why you don't own it is because they were too expensive. They were fantastic businesses, they were long-term compounders, they were just not in your buy range, but now they are. But you don't have the money because you're fully invested. What is the right thing to do? Of course, the right thing to do was have the money, but you don't have it. So what is the right thing to do? You can't. So this is a situation when most people would say, "Kuch nahi kar," but they forget that there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to improve the quality of the portfolio. So I like to. This is something which one of my teachers taught me. He said, "Think swap ratios." That दोनों शेयर गिर गए हैं. Earlier, the swap ratio was unfavorable, that you could buy this or you could buy that. But now the swap ratio has become much more favorable, or something that you wanted to own has become available to you. The liquidity is in the portfolio. Find the money. Sell something which is inferior in quality or in some dimension, or the most expensive stock in the portfolio, or the least attractive business in the portfolio, or sell some of it, or sell across the board. Find the money to buy something that has become so compelling, something that you like everything about, but you couldn't buy or you wouldn't buy simply because it was not available to you. Today it is, and it is a long-term compounder. So a long-term compounder that will give you 20% per annum is far better than a 30% CAGR over the next 6 months or next 2 or 3 years also, because then you take care of the reinvestment risk, because that money is invested for a long time. It will keep compounding. So basically, this framework again forces you to acknowledge that, look, these things happen, and when they happen, you have options. So think switching, not selling. When you start saying selling, then you are thinking, oh yeah, yes, it will happen, but you will. But the other thing is down 60%. This is down 30%. If you had not bought this and bought the other one, then you didn't buy the other one because it was too expensive. Now it's become much cheaper. Is qualitatively better and is cheaper than what you have. The P multiple then of what you bought was say 15, and what you did not buy was 25, but the P multiple of what you bought has come down to 10, but what you did not buy is come down to 12, and it is insanely cheap. It's the lowest it has ever seen in the last 10 years. It's a great business. You won't get a chance like this. In fact, if you look at all the great compounders, you will find almost always the best time to buy them was when there's some macro event which brought down the P multiple to a level. There are only once in a time you get these things, in one or two times in a decade kind of opportunities that you get these chances. But when they come, you're frozen. You're like the deer frozen in the headlights. Because you say, I'm already sitting on so many losses. I don't have the money. You have the money. And I don't want to take the losses. It doesn't matter. These losses will become meaningless in the long run when you make the switch. You are marrying up in a sense. I'm not saying dump your spouse and find a better one.
So in short उन्होंने क्या बोला है? In short उन्होंने यही बोला है दोस्तों कि अगर स्टॉक मार्केट डाउन है और आपके स्टॉक्स डाउन हो गए हैं, इसका मतलब ये भी है कि जो आप नहीं खरीद पाए क्योंकि दूसरे स्टॉक्स उस टाइम पे बहुत महंगे थे जो अच्छी क्वालिटी के हैं, राइट। तो अपने स्टॉक्स को फिलहाल को आप बेच सकते हो, आपके पास कैश आ जाएगा और उनके अगेंस्ट जो दूसरे स्टॉक्स थे जो ज़्यादा बेहतर क्वालिटी के थे, आप उनको खरीद सकते हो क्योंकि वो भी अब आपकी बाई रेंज में आ गए हैं। इवेंचुअली क्योंकि अच्छा बिजनेस है, गुड क्वालिटी बिजनेस है, तो बाद में वो खुद ऊपर चढ़ जाएगा प्राइस अच्छा हो जाएगा और आपके लॉस को रिकवर करके आपको एक बहुत बेहतरीन लॉन्ग टर्म पे प्रॉफिट दे सकता है ना. सो इट्स ए वेरी गुड आइडिया. सो आई थिंक जो प्रोफेसर बख्शी बोल रहे हैं वो बहुत मुझे लगता है कि इट मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ सेंस, राइट. सो थिंक अबाउट इट, look into your portfolio and think if you can replace few stocks with these kind of churning happening, right? Think before you invest.
Minimum sloth, minimum stress. Tática press, classic dress. Minimum gangster, minimum love.